we're going to do a blade swap experiment with these two fans. The fan on the left is the iLIVING silver turbo power high velocities fan. Pretty much new, year or two old. The fan on the right is a either 99 or 2000 Patton 20-inch high velocity fan. And the issue that I'm having is with the Patton fan, the blade balance has been just awful ever since I got the fan. I bought it used and it was pretty beat up. And I've never really been able to get the blade balance corrected. It's much better than it was when I got the fan, but it still has a lot of heavy vibration to the point where I just don't really want to use it because I don't want to wear out the motor. I don't want to wear out the bearings. I don't want to do any damage to the fan. So periodically I tinker around with it and try to figure out the blade balance and just have not had any success. So I guess before we do the blade swap, I'll run both of these. We'll start with the iLIVING fan. This is a pretty good fan, pretty strong, pretty basic. But anyway, let's get to it. Here's the low speed. Medium. High. And off. So the blade balance isn't the greatest on this fan, but it's definitely better than the other fan. So I'm hoping that putting that blade on the Patton fan will achieve some good results where at least if it came down to it, I could use that blade on this fan if I needed to, or perhaps find a replacement blade, an iLIVING replacement blade to use on this one. And this we'll go to the low speed first. Medium. It's shaking really fast. I don't know if it's really picking up in the camera, but right along here I can definitely see a lot of heavy vibration. Now you can probably hear it. So you see what I'm talking about. I don't know what that chatter was. I don't know if you heard that at all. I wonder if there's a rivet loose or something. It wasn't making that sound before. The hell is that? Well, the balance and the vibration were just as bad before it started making that sound. But that sounds like maybe a loose rivet, or wonder if the hub has some play in it. I don't know. But anyway, he saw what it was doing. It was about to skid off the back of the table there, shaking like crazy. Very fast though, so I don't know if it really picked up much in the video, but I could definitely see it and hear it. Although it wasn't as bad as earlier when I ran this on top of a wood cabinet out in the garage earlier today. It was really shaking on that. Seemed to do a little bit better on this table for some reason, which is really strange because it's just a plastic folding table. But anyway, we will swap the blades on these and see what happens. All right, I have swapped the blades on these two fans, and we'll start with the Patton fan first. Blade doesn't look too bad. Doesn't look natural. It doesn't look bad though. The iLIVING fan, the blue blade just doesn't look right. Neither of them really look right, but yeah, the Patton would look a lot better with the blue blades on it. Also, we'll start on the low speed. So I'm expecting this to not shake and dance or rattle. Start on low. So far so good. A little bit of vibration. As expected, the iLIVING fan also had a little bit of vibration with that blade on it. Medium. Still looks pretty good. Moves a lot of air too. Well, I'm pretty pleased with how that went. There's definitely some vibration, but not nearly as bad as with the original blade. Pretty happy to see that. Let's see how this one does. Well, it's not really shaking at all. There's definitely some heavy vibration. I can hear it in the table and I can definitely feel it, but not as bad as I was expecting. Medium. There you can probably hear it in the table. And now it's doing the spin down shimmy. well, it held up a lot better than I expected it to. It seemed to absorb a lot of the vibration much better than the Patton fan does typically. I did notice, looking at the stand, that the diameter of the tubing on this one is bigger than on the Patton fan. This one also has like this rigid kind of flat material around the frame, around the edge of the guard, that's made for the clips to clip onto. That probably also has a stabilizing effect, where this one is just the wire and it's flexible, so it just tends to bounce around and shake back and forth, or side to side. You can move it pretty easily, whereas this one, it's more rigid, absorbs it better. It's really interesting to hear the Patton blade sound coming out of the iLIVING fan. Pretty interesting there. I did notice, and I guess I wasn't really paying attention before, but on the iLIVING fan, running it with the Patton blade, there wasn't much of a difference between the speeds. I didn't feel like. When you went from low to medium to high, it was much more pronounced on the Patton fan. Just run through these one more time really quickly. Here's low. To medium. To high. And off. And then on this one, it just seemed like there was less of a difference. And the Patton fan, I guess that's how it should be. That's about right. On this one, it seemed like the low speed was running faster than it should have been. That's way too fast in my opinion for a low speed. Here's medium and high. And off. So the speed variation is less pronounced. That's not good. I don't think that it's kind of strange, because the Patton blade is not a very good match for the iLIVING fan, but in a way, the iLIVING blade is almost a better match for the Patton fan than its original blade even was. So that's weird. Pretty cool experiment though. I'm definitely going to seek out an iLIVING replacement blade. I'm not really sure what else I can do at this point, but that was fun. I'm glad I have a blade that works for that Patton fan now. Feel better about that, but I still don't think I could use that Patton blade in the iLIVING fan. So yeah, hoping to find a replacement. See what happens. Thanks for watching.